This is Al Capone Does My Shirts, Chapter 10, Not Ready. Same day, Monday, January 7th, 1935. Back home, I check the clock. 4:45, still not time to wake my dad. On my bed, I spread out 2 double ham sandwiches, a bowl of potato salad, and the tail end of a salami, and crack open my book. I've just finished Chapter 11 when I hear the knock. Somewhere in the back of my head, the knocking has been going on for some time. I run through the living room. Before I even open the door, I know who it is by the whistling, wheezing, breathing. "Mrs. Capone," I say, staring out at the big woman framed against the green sea in the gloomy gray dusk. "You losing your hearing, Moose? I've been banging on this door for 5 whole minutes," Mrs. Capone hisses between breaths. "You folks got a call." Mrs. Capone is fat around the middle, with arms as big as thighs and bosoms like 2 jiggling watermelons. She is hot and out of breath from the walk up the stairs. But Mrs. Capone is the one who answers the phone, because it's right outside her door. Given her size and her difficulty with stairs, she seems the wrong person to live in the apartment next to the phone, but nobody asked me. "Go on ahead," she wheezes, backing her big self against the wall so I can squeeze by. I think about getting my dad, but he's been so tired, I don't have the heart to wake him early. There probably isn't time to get my mom, and she won't want to go outside with all that stinky permanent goop on her hair. At the foot of the stairs, I spot the receiver hanging down. "Hello, this is Matthew Flanagan," I say. "Matthew, you are—" The male voice hesitates. "Moose, sir. People call me Moose Flanagan." "Oh, yes, Moose. We met yesterday. This is Mr. Purdy, the headmaster at the Esther P. Marinoff School, where your sister Natalie is enrolled. Is your mom or dad available?" "Not right now, sir." Mr. Purdy sighs. "All right, then. You'll need to give them a message. Natalie is not settling in as we had hoped. Tell them I'm terribly sorry, but as I explained to your mom, we were only taking her on a trial basis. They need to come and pick her up tonight. Tonight? Is she okay?" I ask. Yes, she's fine, son, perfectly fine. She's just not ready for the program we have here is all. Just not ready," he says. "Tell your mom and dad they must pick her up tonight. Can you do that for me, son?" "Natalie isn't ready?" I ask. "But she's only been there 1 day." 36 hours, yes, I know. These things become clear rather quickly, I'm afraid. Have your parents call me if they have questions. Otherwise, I will expect them this evening." The phone clicks in my ear and questions flood my brain. Why? What did she do? What happened? How could they know anything about Natalie in 1 day? They didn't even try. I want to go back to Santa Monica, but not this way. Not if it means giving this news to my mom. My feet feel suddenly too heavy, the stairs too steep. I push open our door. My mom is back. Her dark hair is permed flat with 1 wiggly curl across her forehead. She's wearing a dress I've never seen before. "How do I look?" She whirls around, her whole face radiant. I get a big whiff of sour perm and heavy perfume smell. I open my mouth, but no words come out. "I got my hair done. Didn't you see my note?" "Mom?" The words are frozen in my chest. "It's beautiful," my voice cracks. My mom's eyes register that something is wrong. "Moose?" She touches my shoulder. It was hard to leave her there. Of course it was. What did we expect? But this is her chance, son. She's going to get better. I know it. I feel it. Right here. She pats her heart. I can't look at her. "Time to wake Dad," I mutter. The bed creaks when I sit down in my parents' dark room, but my dad doesn't stir. His hair seems to have slipped back on his head. It isn't growing thick and full across his forehead the way mine does. His bald spot, which used to be no bigger than a quarter, is now the size of a baseball. The creases in his face look deeper, too. I jiggle his arm. "Dad," I say, "we have to go pick up Natalie. Mr. Purdy called. They don't want her at the Esther P. Marinoff. She can't stay there, not even tonight." My father opens his eyes. He looks as if he's just stepped on a nail. "Come again?" he says. By the time I finish explaining the second time, he's sitting up in bed. "Does your mom know?" I shake my head. He takes a deep breath and lets it out with a whistle. His eyes focus on a worn spot on the rug. "Okay, son, I'll take it from here," he says.